They'll drop to throw. Escaping to his left. He'll try to run for it. And he's into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And that's exactly how you stress all week finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, easy, 63, bang.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
On the return, here comes Corum. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
The ball comes out. The Eagles have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 18 yards. A great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Second and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Now a toss play with Henry. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The recognition and speed was on display by this safety, Mike, to be able to come from that position and not only bring the ball carrier down, but to take him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's an incredible play.
A tough spot here. Third and long. On the handoff, it's Henry. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out three tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
They're trying to get there on the ground. He's going to have a Ravens first down. That was something else. Big pickup on fourth and long. And they get a new set of downs.
That's almost unfair. I mean, fourth and a mile. You got nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's able to just tuck it down and pick it up with his legs. There's just not a lot of guys in the league that can make that play, and you can see a lot of those defenders hanging their heads saying, we know we just gave him one.
There he goes again. Just a short gain to the 33-yard line.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
BC ready? From the 33, here's second and 8. He'll give it, going left. There's Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face third down. They'll go again here with Henry. And they bring him down to 23, but that will do just fine. the chains. First down picked up.
So often, Mike, you can tell a team's decision on fourth down by what they call on third down. So I think after that third down run, it was pretty clear that, hey, even if we don't get it here, we're comfortable going for it again on fourth down, but didn't turn out to be the case because he's able to get it there on third.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit up! Sit up! 180! Sit up!
Gonna go right back to Henry. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Alpha, sit up! Sit up!
On the handoff, running left is Henry. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here's Henry. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses,
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
I don't hate the decision, Mike. Be aggressive. Come away with a touchdown. But what the quarterback understands in this situation is you just can't hold the ball. You got to get it out of your hand, give your guy a chance to come down with it, and he puts the ball in harm's way and results in a pick.
Great, set. Hey, Silver. Delta.
Right to the air, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. Penalty mark down up around the 18-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
That's good.
Anytime you decide to drop back to pass this deep in your own territory, that quarterback has to have a clock in his head. Get the ball out of my hand. In this case, checks it down to his back, picks up a nice gain, gives the offense a little breathing room.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? And we're back in Philly in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Hey, 70. Dre, set. Hey, let's go. Trim it.
To throw is Hurts. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's out of bounds up close to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similarly.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
To throw is Hurts. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Throwing is Hurts. Exiting the pocket right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
By Kyle Van Noy. It's a loss of 4. Makes it third down and 12.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is third and long.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts now. Moving to his left. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
first down. They'll start the drive with Henry. Inside the 40. A terrific run finally brought down, but he's inside the 35-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. 41 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. First down picked up.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it with Henry. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
And this is a slight improvement over the previous plays. They're going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
2nd down, they need 7.
180, 180. Hey!
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so Give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, here's Hurts. That one intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
In motion goes Likely. On play action, here's Jackson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just one score, one lone field goal. All these two teams could muster in half number one. What awaits us here in the second half?
Good, set.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas got it. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, 73. Anyway, huh? Tiger Hornet.
Now Hurts. Forced out left. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's two nice plays to begin this drive.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up third and 2.
Trimmer. Yeti. Go Silver, ready?
Again, Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
19 yards.
About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
No touchdowns for either side. Maybe we'll get our first here. It's first and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Grady takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. Whoa! He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll take this to about the 28. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle.
Brought down by Sidney Brown. 4 yards on the pickup.
Here's second and 6.
At the 28-yard line.
On the give, here's Henry. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain there of 11. First down, Baltimore.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. They'll run. It's Henry. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
36-yard line.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss. And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Third and long. To throw is Jackson. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And that'll set up fourth down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
No, stop, stop. All right, everyone, up.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 23
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Good, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, 73.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Good, set. All right, everyone, up. Hey, Silver. Yeti. Hey, easy, 63, bang. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
63, 63, 63. Delta.
A second down throw for Hurts. Once to his right. Oh, a loose football. One of the Ravens has it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Here's the toss, right side to Henry.
Derrick Henry, the Ravens ball carrier. Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 41. Here's second and 9. Now a toss, running left, it's Henry. Has some room inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game, is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone, first time today.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And this one is no good. He missed the extra point in this tight game. Boy, that could come to be a big factor as this second half rolls along.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Silver, ready?
Hurts to the air on first down. And will be forced out of bounds, a very short game.
To Saquon Barkley. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 8.
Great, set. 73! 73!
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete. Highland grabs it. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 3.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
43-yard line.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Great, set. Anyway, hey! Crowd left Yeti! Crowd left Yeti! No touch.
Here's Hurts. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to run it. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Great, set.
On first down, it's Hurts. Forced to his right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Hey, Silver. No touch.
On second down, Hurts. Moving left, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Great, set. Tiger Hornet. Trimmer. Hey, easy. 63, bad. No touch.
Now Hurts. Out to his right. He'll tuck it and take off.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain him. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
At the Ravens' 14-yard line.
Second down and 3.
No touch, set. Anyway, 63. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, 73. No touch.
Now it's Hurts. On the move left. That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Initially, a really good job by the quarterback. Once he got flush from the pocket, I thought he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, looking for the big play. Not much there. Ultimately decides to check it down to the back and doesn't result in much.
No touch.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. Out wide, that's Bigsby. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
No touch.
Hurts. Forced out wide. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells So they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
Good, set. Out. Go Silver, ready? Hey!
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll buy time left. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw is Hurts. That'll be caught, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. In motion goes Likely. On play action, here's Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. In motion goes Likely. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Jackson. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Lamar Jackson sacked. A loss of 7 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to try it here again. That is hard. And he will go all the way. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Big moment here for the Ravens as they will go for the two-point conversion.
Ravens will line up for the two-point
From the gun, Jackson. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
Eagles 18, Ravens 12.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Bigsby to return it. He's to midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
The Eagles take over first.
When you get a big return like that, the offense takes the field with a lot more energy. They can see the end zone. They know they've got a short field. It brings a boost to the entire sideline when the special teams can have an impact play like we just saw there.
73! 73! Delta!
Hurts looking to throw on first down. And that'll be caught by the running back, Bigsby. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Third down and 3.
It's now third down and 3.
Hey, Silver, Silver, Silver. Yeti, Yeti. Delta.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches.
Delta, set. Trimmer, trimmer. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Go Silver, ready? Crowd left Yeti. Delta.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Not only do they convert on 4th down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. From the 1, 2nd and goal.
Good.
One more try with Bigsby, and this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
And he will get into the end zone and put the lead up by 2 more. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say so long from South Philly.